Said there's a musical group I'm connected with called Matinée Musicale, and she told me about it, and I thought, well, that would be fun. So I came to a meeting not long after that, and then it's been some years since before I came to audition, which is today. Just a little background, very briefly. I attended the University of Michigan, graduated in 1962 in musical education. I majored in bass clarinet, which was allowed in those days, and I adored the instrument. I still do. So that was great fun. My education was interrupted, extended in a way, because the State Department chose our symphony band to make a cultural exchange tour. We went to the Soviet Union for 8 weeks, and the Near East, and some satellite countries for 6 weeks. So we had about a 15-week tour of the world that we had not seen before, changing our lives forever. I think about that tour every day. I relive it without involuntary. It's just an amazing event. I still try to speak a little Russian when I can, and watch Russian movies on Netflix and so forth. I played locally in the Orchestra Omaha and its predecessors for several years. Health interfered with my musical career there. I had to sell my instruments because I could not carry them. And I got better, and they're all gone now. Just have my clarinet, which I bought was a Vito in the early years of the Michigan Symphony Band when I was there. And everybody else went to Fort Lauderdale for spring break, and we went on our spring tour. We got in the Greyhound buses and went and played in little towns. Consequently, I met Vito Pascucci, who was working for LeBlanc, and they named the clarinet after him. This is a Vito clarinet, which I did not get from him, but I met him in 1958. I bought this for my daughter when she was in the 5th grade in Ralston schools. She played it for 1 year, and I've been playing it ever since. She's 46, and the clarinet is about 40-something. I've made more money with this clarinet than any of the others I had that I paid many, many other dollars for. Okay, so I've been playing since I was 10, so that is truly 70 years worth of clarinet, and I've adored it the whole time. It changed me from the crying, little, shy, sissy boy to somebody that felt like he had found his place in the world, and I still feel very connected to the clarinet. It helps define me as a person, and many of you may know how that feels with your own instrument. Changed my life almost as much as that tour did, going to the Soviet Union all those days back. And I have done volunteer work playing at the, I was a medical librarian for years at the Bergen Mercy Hospital. Still the public name of it, forget all that CHI stuff, which just confuses me. And one of my volunteer places to play is the lobby at Bergen Mercy Hospital, which now has a 5-story atrium, much glass, a lot of marble, and a lot of resonance, and a lot of echo. So playing there once a week in my volunteer capacity. I have a friend who plays guitar. Before that, there's an accordion player. We played there 1 day a week for about an hour. And I had found this song. I had a classical embouchure years ago. I've lost that. I have all new teeth from Blue Jay Teeth Company. That's Creighton Dental School. And they're halfway paid for, I'm happy to say. But the sound that you get in that atrium there with the clarinet, the range of the clarinet is, as we all know, just a marble by itself. And I found this song, which is not a classical song, but I developed a Fantasia almost involuntarily based on a song that was made popular by Willie Nelson and Julio Iglesias, written by Hammond and David, Hal David and somebody Hammond. They did it in '75, and it was a European kind of hit, but until Willie Nelson and Iglesias did it, it was not a big hit in the Americas. But now it has been, and I remembered it used to be in popular groups, and now I'm going to play it for you. I have a little joke for my classical friends, many of whom you are, because the orchestra always warms up on, you hear them tuning G, D, A, E. Well, I go E flat, B flat, you'll hear it. Isn't that funny? Anyhow, that's how we warm up.
you guys want to work something out?
We'll talk about it.
Huh?
Well, before that,
Yeah?
Ken has a presentation to make.
Okay.
Tell the story. He has a story
I'll
Okay.
sit down while he thinks about it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Sure.
That's wonderful.
Want me to stay here? Oh, he wants me to stay here.
Oh, you stay there? Sit and stay?
Stay. Sit. Woof. Should I sit?
You can sit.
Okay, sit.
Right here?
Sure.
Okay. So what are you going to do? I have no control.
Well, we have our street railway company jazz band, Jazz,
Yes.
which is no longer there now.
The restaurant closed.
Yeah, the jazz downtown closed.
Yes.
So at any rate, I usually wore my traditional Hawaiian shirt. And Kenny always wore a bow tie. So we started calling this Kenny Bow Tie, and I was Kenny No Tie. But in the meantime, we found these perfect objects. I forget where we found them.
Oh, cool.
Kansas City.
Kansas City, okay. So I found one of them. It's a bow tie with bass clefs on it. But for Kenny Bow Tie, here's a bow tie for you with treble clefs on it.
All right.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much.
So that's our